What's up, everybody? This is RadTechShoe, and I am now finally bringing you my LP of Dante's Inferno. So we've got a fun and interesting game ahead of us. This is going to be a great game. Now, right off the bat, when you want to start a new game, they're going to obviously give you the option to adjust the, the visual specs of this game, and you get to use the images in front of you as the ability to determine whether or not you like it where it is. So you can adjust the contrast, brightness. I didn't mess with the gamma at all because I'm not really sure what that does, but I just played around with the contrast and the brightness until I felt like I knew where the game was originally intended to be, and then I went just a little brighter. So right there's the contrast, and I'm reading the instructions on the top, so I'm just adjusting it to my personal eyesight preference. I like to play with a little bit brighter just so that I can see things just a tad bit easier. So right there. Yeah. So anyway, we're just going to go ahead and start the game. And right here are our difficulty options. We have Classic, Zealot, and Hellish. Obviously easy, normal, and hard. Infernal is not unlocked yet, so let's go with the normal Zealot mode and start this bad boy. So this game is an absolute blast. I must say that this was a lot of fun. It's very similar to God of War in its feel, and that's probably why I like it. It's brutally violent, there's nudity, there's sexual content. This is definitely a mature game, so if you didn't like God of War, you're probably not going to like this game at all. But I must say, this is an absolute blast of a game. And we're going to tackle this game in a slightly different way than I did for my other LPs. And I'll explain more of that as it happens. But let's go ahead and enjoy the cutscenes.
At the midpoint on the journey of life, I found myself in a dark forest, for the clear path was lost.
My family, my baby's gone!
Okay, so right off the bat, we're thrown into combat, so let's go ahead and have some fun with this. There will be some forced tutorials in here. It's not a straight-up tutorial, it's literally learn as you go. But right here, we can see that we can do squares for quick attack, triangles for heavy attacks, and if you haven't noticed by now, I already got a trophy, and I just started playing, literally. This is kind of a blind playthrough. I'm not going to rehearse all the missions before I go through them. I'm literally going to play this fresh, learn on the fly. You're going to see me try and learn puzzles and not know them as I immediately get to them. So literally, this is going to be pretty much a blind LP of this, because I wanted to change things up a bit. It's a pretty short game, so I feel like I can afford to do that. I already played through the first two main areas, and it took me just under an hour to do so. And there's not that many areas, so we can actually blow through this game pretty quickly. But for what it is an amazing game. It's brutal, it's violent, I love these kinds of games. The games where I feel like a one-man army of death and destruction. And as you can see, I got another trophy. I just love this stuff. I can never get enough of it. I am doing the same moves because just like any combat beat 'em up game, the better we do, the further we go, the more combos and stuff we can unlock. Alright, so that's where we want to go, but as I told you already, I'm doing a blind playthrough, so I'm going to do a lot of exploring and trying to figure out where things are, what's destructible, what's not, because these games like to hide things off the beaten path. So right here, I'm playing around. That's the right analog stick allows me to evade left, right, forward, backwards, diagonally. So as you can tell, and also L2 is block. So, you know, you're gonna see me use the right analog stick, the dodge ability. You're gonna see me the dodge and evade a lot in this game. I'm gonna use it more than blocking because I like to position myself in a better position. If that doesn't sound redundant enough, but I like to position myself in a better location to counter attack and keep up the pressure. Oh snap, man! Come on, man, turn around. Jeez, how did you not hear him? Well, here's our first boss.
Dante, your fate is decided. Everlasting damnation for your sins.
But that's not possible. The bishop assured us.
Come, face eternity. Soon you'll be joined by those whose lives you have ruined, whose souls you have damned.
I will not let my sins damn those dear to me. I will redeem myself.
Mortal, you are mine.
Okay, so this is obviously Death. Death is trying to come claim our beloved hero, Dante, and he's going to fight back. So we're going to kick Death's ass. Death's life bar is up on the top. Blocking and evading is actually going to be very useful here. Blocking, this is one of the areas where blocking is actually preferred. You can block a lot of his attacks, and it's a little harder to dodge, so, right, you know, just block his attacks. Evading is pretty good, but as it says right there, some attacks cannot be blocked. So mixing up the combos with a little bit of a square, triangle is pretty good. Dante can double jump. He can double jump right off the bat, so it's a nice, unique platforming aspect. So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep pounding away. And even if he hits you, as you can tell, he's hit me a couple times, but it doesn't do that much. When he interacts with you, just follow the on-screen button commands. And when you're escaping from them, it actually does a good chunk of damage. So as you can see, I love evading. Evading is so much fun in this game because he doesn't evade a little ways. He takes huge lunges. Man, I mean, it's an amazing level of movement that he does. I just greatly appreciate that. I greatly appreciate the fact that my character can kick a lot of ass and he can move quickly. He can move at good distances at good speed. So we've got Death at below half-life now. His tactics really never change. He'll just keep attacking. You know, all you have to do is just keep blocking, attack, block, attack. Follow the on-screen commands to deal good chunks of damage to him. That attack right there is well, it's okay as long as you're not too close to him. But like I said, you just got to be patient, know when to block, know when to attack, and you're going to be able to finish him off eventually. Alright, come on. We've almost got him.
You think you can cheat Death?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I do. So, what we're going to do is, once his health gets low enough, we're going to be prompted with an on-screen button command combo. Just like the God of War, franchise, which this reminds me of. In order to finish off certain enemies, we're going to be prompted to follow the on-screen buttons in order to finish them off with style and flair. And it's one of the reasons why I love these games so much. They're brutal and they're stylish. I mean, damn, I just can't get enough of these games. Now that you have his weapon, just run up to him and attack him, because he pretty much can't do anything. And let's finish him off now. We're gonna kill death once and for all. Now that we have Death's weapon, we can collect souls. Alright, time for another cutscene.
The bishop said our cause was holy. Holy had nothing to do with it. After 3 years of the cold hatred with which that savage war fed itself, I longed for the warmth of my devoted Beatrice, for the chance to redeem the past, to start again. No. Beatrice?
I told him you would come for me.
Beatrice!
I have to go with him, my love. I gave my word.
Beatrice!
Alright, so the graveyard comes alive and now we have to battle these guys. The good news is the combos are pretty much the exact same. And now, as you notice, we are able to collect souls. The more souls we collect, the more moves and abilities we can purchase, and the more badass we can become. And now we have a new ability to grab enemies. And we can just have a little fun. Eventually, right now, all he does is just grab them and throw them. He doesn't really do anything special or unique, but that will change real soon. We're going to get an ability to pretty much judge others. This game also has a freaking brilliant mechanic of whether I want to be a good person or a bad person. It gives you the option to be, you know, a righteous person or an evil bastard. So this game is amazing. So right here, as you can see, there's holy and unholy. We can buy moves for each side. However, we can't buy moves for holy just yet. We don't have the ability to. They're locked because we don't have the equipment we need to access holy abilities. But we'll be getting that real soon. So for right now, as you can see, I'm just looking around and I'm like, okay, there are some moves, as you can see, they cost like 2,000 or 1,500, and I don't have quite that much. I only have 1,001. So I'm just gonna go ahead and right now I'm just thinking, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to get. So it's either in that impaler or the one over here. And as you can see, right now I'm just kind of dicking around. I'm not really I'm trying to learn as I go. But we're gonna get this one, the Vile Wind. It's an okay ability, and I'll be getting Impaler real soon as well. But for now, you know, that's it. So let's move on. Alright, you notice the meter in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. That will come into play a little bit later. But the more combos we do, the more it fills up. And we'll be going into that next mission. And right up here is a save station, a save statue. And this is actually where I'm going to end the first video right here. I don't want to stretch these videos out too long and bore you guys with. So I'm going to save my game right here. And then I'm going to end this video, cut it short, and I'll pick up the second half in the next video. And I will see you all there. This is RadTech Shu, signing off.